Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you my thoughts on the British royal family, and today I'll be talking about the bishop, the Archbishop, who performed Harry and Meghan's wedding ceremony and who has recently stepped down due to a scandal within the Church of England. He became good friends with Harry and Meghan and appeared to be quite smitten with Meghan on their wedding day. Justin Welby was very obviously taken with Meghan. It was quite disconcerting to watch as it went beyond the normal smiling at the wedding couple that you would expect to see, but he just couldn't take his eyes off Meghan, and there was definitely some unspoken thing there that many of us noticed. There were claims that he ignored decades of CA that went on at summer camps with a certain church worker. In 2017, Justin Welby faced a lot of backlash after he claimed that the BBC did not exercise integrity when dealing with Jimmy Savile abuse victims, and that they showed less integrity than the church in tackling that scandal. Well, those words have come back to bite him now, as he has been criticised for keeping quiet for years about the serial, physical and sexual abuse by a volunteer at a Christian summer camp, and for not informing the police as soon as he became aware of it. Justin Welby had been an oil executive and left that career in 1989 to study for the priesthood. He has been a renowned, skilled mediator who is excellent at resolving conflicts all over the world, and I think his views are very diverse, and there is an element of compromise within a lot of his views. Earlier in the week, he refused to resign and expressed his horror at the, and I quote, scale of John Smythe's egregious abuse, end quote. There then began a Church of England petition calling on him to step down because he had lost the confidence of his clergy. So this resulted in him reluctantly, I think, stepping down, which was the right thing to do in many ways, but also opened him up to more gossip and rumour about his own personal life. Back to his relationship with Harry and Meghan, because it does seem to keep coming back to that in some of the papers. I don't believe that there was any more to it than him being very taken in by Meghan's charms, and maybe her trying out her French on him, because he's known to love all things French, speaking French, the whole culture. He has a second home there. He also lived there for some years. So Meghan claims to speak French, among other things. So she also probably convinced him that she was just a shy girl marrying a prince. I think he was privy to a lot of things that were not right with those around him. He might have spoken out against Jimmy Savile, but he didn't do anything about what was happening around him within the church. He was asked to step down because he had lost the confidence of his clergy. I believe that to be more than over just one perpetrator. In his position, he would be aware of a lot of things that were going on, and the covering up and basically lies surrounding the wedding of Harry and Meghan, and also the alleged christening of Archie. Harry and Meghan were married by him using their nicknames, not their full names, which should have been used in a Church of England and royal wedding, especially the fact that at one point Meghan was planning to have the Dalai Lama there to bless their marriage would have caused an uproar within the church, but whether Welby was for or against that, it didn't happen. Meghan's boasting about having married Harry in the garden of Nottingham Cottage was played down, and whereas Justin Welby would not want to make Meghan look bad for lying, the amount of compromising he's done leads me to believe that he might well have performed some sort of ceremony just to keep her happy. It was also said to me that before the birth of Archie, the alleged birth of Archie, Meghan and Harry had a secret ceremony at her favourite, now I'm not sure how to pronounce this word, apothecary in London. This was supposed to be to prepare for the alleged birth, but it was rumoured that there were others that attended an occult ceremony before the birth, and names were mentioned, though not proven. I do not know if Justin Welby was at this ceremony, but nothing would surprise me. The papers are implying that Justin Welby is a scapegoat for failures within the establishment. There is that. There are also others saying that he should not have resigned. The Mail is talking about how he had fallen completely under Harry and Meghan's spell. He apparently also had a very close relationship with them, whereby he met them frequently and spoke to them on the phone, and even was very instrumental in helping them during the time of Megxit. It also seems that Justin Welby worked as a dormitory officer at the Future Leaders summer camps, which children were subjected to rape and abuse. It looks to be a massive rabbit hole. This same Justin Welby was the one who stated that Jesus would get a vaccine, and he suggested that getting the jab is about how you love your neighbour, not about you. Welby is also a very good friend of King Charles, who is well known for his close friendships with paedophiles and criminal sex deviants. I think having an injection is to do with your own free will, nothing to do with assuming whether Jesus would get one or not. How would he know? And as for loving your neighbour, there's a lot more to it than that. He should know that. I think that statement was just full of manipulation and possibly a financial incentive. I'm not saying anything, but who knows? Welby is also a very good friend of King Charles, who is well known for his close friendships with paedophiles and criminal sex deviants. It's being suggested that Welby resigned to try and avoid being investigated himself. But I think that's a little too late, don't you? We're going to see a lot more coming out about a lot of people. As far as him baptising Meghan, again, his businesslike attitude and wanting to keep everyone happy came into effect, as there seemed to be no problem. Although Meghan was raised as a Protestant, went to a Catholic school and married a Jewish man, and was doing occult ceremonies before her alleged birth, or rather the surrogate birth. He has been called to step down for various things over the years, and has been regarded as more of a businessman concerned with efficacy than an actual pastoral listener. He was telling people to take a step back and forgive Prince Andrew over his alleged abuse and his connections with Epstein. And there are still tapes to be released of Prince Andrew. So let me have your thoughts on this. Is this a rabbit hole? Is there going to be a lot more coming out about this man? Or is it just that he's not totally innocent in his standing by and saying nothing, but is not as bad as the others around him? Let me have your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.